As you work with assemblies, you'll encounter situations where mate errors will arise. In this lesson, we'll take a look at the different types of errors you might encounter. And by this point, you should be familiar with each mate icon. As this is the case with this indicates a mate that is fully satisfied and has no errors. The idea is to get all of your mates to look this way. However, it's unlikely that you'll build an assembly where you don't run into one or two problems. When you work with large assemblies with hundreds or even thousands of mates, especially if you collaborate with others, you're sure to encounter plenty of mate errors, so it's important to be able to identify them. When a mate error exists, you'll see a warning icon next to the mate group in the feature manager tree. The icon will differ depending on what the problem is. Let's expand this mate group and see the different types of icons you might encounter. As you know, a mate is created between two entities. If one of those entities disappears, then the mate becomes broken. This is indicated by a red error icon, like you see here. If you aren't sure what a particular warning means, you can always right-click on a mate and select What's Wrong. In this case, the error message explains that one of the mate entities of this mate is suppressed, invalid, or no longer present. There are several reasons why a mate entity may go missing. By editing this particular mate, I can see one of the mate entities was a plane that's now invalid. This is likely due to a plane having been deleted. And at this point, I'll simply exit this mate. We'll cover repairing mates in the next lesson. A more common type of mate error occurs when a mate is over-defining the assembly. This will occur when one mate conflicts with another. If I select the coincident mate with a warning icon next to it, you can see it makes these two faces coincident. If I highlight the next coincident mate, you can see it's attempting to make a different set of faces coincident. When mates conflict with each other, as these do, both will be marked with error icons. However, notice one has a warning icon, while the other has a red error icon. A warning icon indicates that although the mate is over-defining, it's still satisfied. That is, the two entities are positioned correctly according to this mate. The red error icon, on the other hand, indicates that a mate is over-defining and it's not satisfied. In fact, if you right-click a mate marked with a red error icon, the error message will specifically tell you why it's not satisfied. In this case, the faces that should be coincident are actually separated by a ½ inch. So now that you have an idea of what mate error indicators mean, let's take a look at how to resolve them.